What's up everyone, this is Dave LeClaire with MakeUseOf.com, and today we are here to take a look at the Razer Turret Lapboard, which is a device that is designed to let you play your PC games on the couch without a controller. So if you want to play strategy games or MMOs or even shooters and you don't want to have that disadvantage of using a controller or the game just doesn't support it, this is designed to solve your problems and make it so you can get the games that you want to play. But the question is, does it actually deliver a good gaming experience? Is it worthwhile? We are going to answer this question, and we are going to figure out if you should spend your hard-earned money on the $160 Razer Turret. All right, so the first thing we're going to talk about is the physical design of the Razer Turret. Now, in the box, you're going to find there's the Lapboard itself, which is your keyboard and mouse surface, and a mouse. There's also all the chargers and stuff like that, everything you need, the dock, everything you need to actually keep it powered up. Now, the first thing you're going to notice as soon as you look at it is, wow, that is a small mouse surface. Now, it doesn't feel as bad as it looks. It is too small, which we will get to in a minute, but it is more usable than I initially thought it would be from just looking at the size of the Lapboard. I looked at it at first and I was like, why am I even going to review this thing? It's just too small. But it is usable. I was able to play strategy games and other slower paced games on it, but anything that required quick twitch movements, I couldn't do it. I just found that I kept running up against the edge, or I'd run off the edge. Now, that is helped a little bit by the magnets that are in the mouse and the Lapboard that help keep it on a little bit, but they're very gentle magnets. They're basically just designed to make it so it doesn't fall off if you're playing with your legs tilted up or down a little bit. It's not enough to actually keep it on there. If you're zipping around trying to make a quick turn and do a 360 no scope, it's just not going to happen. So for that, I have a hard time recommending it for most PC games. Now, if you know you're only going to play slow-paced strategy games, you can use the Razer Turret. But because there is the Rockcat Sova and the Lapdog from Corsair that both have 11-inch mousing surfaces, which are basically your standard mouse mat size, I would easily say you're better off picking up one of those for your PC gaming because they're just bigger. They'll fit on your lap still, but they're bigger. They offer a more traditional PC gaming experience like what you'd get at your desk, but at your couch. So a couple other key design aspects as far as the Razer Turret are concerned to hit on are that it uses chiclet keys. They are not mechanical, but it still feels all right. It's a little clicky. It's not too loud, so you'll be able to use it in the living room setting without any problems. The mouse is very, very, very small, which you would probably expect from the small mouse surface. So if you have larger hands, you're probably going to take a little getting used to, and you might have to claw your hand a little bit to get it around the small mouse. Speaking of the mouse, it does have all your extra buttons on it. It has 2 on both sides, along with your left click, right click, and middle mouse button. So that's good. You get your options there as far as being able to hit all the different buttons depending on what types of games you're playing. But the mouse does feel a little on the cheap side, especially as part of a $160 package. It feels like it's made of a little cheaper plastic, and it's just not a great feeling mouse overall. Now, everything else feels very high quality. The dock feels high quality. The keyboard itself feels like it's high quality. Even the surface feels like a decent mousing surface, albeit very tiny. The back of the keyboard has a nice rubber texture that's really grippy. It stays on your legs very nice. Again, the magnets we mentioned before, a nice little feature. So everything on that end feels very high quality, and it feels like what you would expect from a $160 product. And then it just feels like they took this cheap mouse and threw it in the box, and it just doesn't quite fit in as well. Now, for general computing and just using the internet, using this with a media center, image editing, stuff like that, I actually think it's quite good. It even works well with Android, featuring Bluetooth, and it has dedicated Android buttons, so you can go home and back and stuff like that, which is really cool. But you're not going to spend $160 on an Android keyboard, and you're probably not going to spend $160 on a keyboard for your media center. And that's really the killer here, is that while it is good for that, I can't really recommend you go out and spend that much on a wireless keyboard just to use it for media centering. You're generally going to be spending that kind of money on a keyboard for games, something you're going to be doing for long periods of time. And again, as I said before, it just doesn't work out quite so well for that. And that's why, in the end, I really cannot recommend that you go out and you pick up the Razer Turret. I would say you're much, much better off with one of its major competitors. They do cost a little more. They're going to be more about your $200 range. But for $40 extra, you're going to get a much better package that will let you play games on the couch far more comfortably. So I would say your best bet is to skip the Razer Turret unless money is no object and you just want a really nice mouse and keyboard for browsing the internet and using your media center and you don't like touch-based ones. Then you could spend your money, you could certainly do worse. Once again, this is Dave LeClaire with MakeUseOf.com, and thank you very much for watching this review. Make sure to like and subscribe and follow and like and subscribe and all that other good stuff that you do on the social medias, and we will see you guys next time.